What is up, my besties, and welcome back to my page. Today, we are going to be looking into Usher. I have to, and if you follow the community poll, Usher actually was second. He was not first, because to be honest with you, I thought y'all were going to vote for Usher after everything we've uncovered. So I will make another poll, because frankly, y'all let me know in the comments, but I think I'm just turning this into a series. We're going to dive into everybody, because I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of people getting away with shit that if we knew about, the moment I said that I was drawn to my death scroll, that if we knew about, we wouldn't support them. So I'll dive into everybody. I think this will be fun to look into, well, despite the circumstances. So that being said, keep an eye out, because I will make another community poll for you guys to vote. But this time, if you want the Kardashians V Diddy to win, then I need you to be a little more specific, because until y'all told me, I didn't even know that they had any correlation. I don't pay attention to the news like that. I don't pay attention to none of them like that. So in today's reading, I just want to see what level of involvement Usher has, you know, any and everything that we could get. Maybe we'll get a full picture story. I'm kind of worried I'm going to end up having some empathy for him, because listen, a victim turned villain. Yeah, as I cut the deck, victim turned villain. I don't know, but I want to see, you know, anything we could find out. That's all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Also, to those that have booked a private reading with me, I am going to start up this week. So if you booked early August, keep an eye out in your email, because I will be reaching out to you to send you your questions. And then if there's anything you want to change or update, totally all for you. So thank you all for being patient with me as I've been, you know, in mourning, and I'm going to try this week to get back on track. Also, the general messages that I usually do will come back with time. I need to get my energy back, and I need to, you know, just adjust to a new normal. So, although as I said that, I just heard the song Slow Ride, Take It Easy, and When Will You Realize Vienna Waits for You? And then I heard, bitch, you doing a good job. So I don't know, maybe y'all have been doing some shadow work too. I know that the eclipses have been happening. Yeah, because I'm hearing the song I See Your True Colors Shining Through, and That's Why I Love You. And I'm seeing someone like pulling the wool from off their eyes. So I don't know if some of you are also doing healing work where you're seeing things for what they are. Maybe you've been cutting some people out of your life, or maybe you're thinking about it. It's kind of giving me that vibe. Whatever's going on for you personally right now. Yeah, because I'm being drawn to my Black Obsidian. I guess this is a general message then. Whatever you're being called to cut out of your life, you know that you're better than that. So remove it. Like, it's drawing me to how, you know, when I'm going through it, like, I'll lean on genetically modified foods a little bit more, because who doesn't love freaking Doritos? You know what I mean? Like, just, I think Spirit's is asking you to take an inventory of, like, what do you want your life to look like? You already see I almost feel the need to tell you to look at the past and look at how far you've come. Yeah, and I'm being drawn to, I think it's Janae Aiko, where it's like, I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. And Miley Cyrus, I can't be tamed. And I'm being drawn to my rose quartz. So I think a lot of you might be healing your heart chakra right now. Or if you don't believe in healing your heart chakra, you might just be purging. You might be going through it. You might be healing some shit. But what I'm hearing, yeah, because now being drawn to my fluorite, which also reminds me of mental health. So yeah, and then look at this. They're all lined up on the desk. Lumeria Quartz, you may, if you believe in starseedy stuff, take it as it resonates. I think some of you are healing, like I am. I think, again, we're all connected, because I'm being drawn to the stars. We're all connected. So yeah, some of you might need a little sleep. I'm being drawn to, like, are some of you having trouble with your sleep schedule? Like, maybe some of you are sleeping in too much. Maybe you can't get your sleep. Spirit's recommending lavender, as well as like nighttime tea. I know that sounds cheesy. I drink nighttime tea. That shit can put me out sometimes. A mixture of lavender and chamomile. Whew. But I feel like Spirit's just saying, like, yeah, because now being drawn right back to my freaking, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank because I'm channeling now. Fuck, what is this, Spirit? Help. Wow, I feel so dumb right now. Labradorite, thank you. So maybe any of those crystals you might need. That could also be a message too, because I'm being drawn to my Palo Santo. I think what Spirit's basically getting at is, yeah, because I'm seeing a U-Haul truck in my mind. You might be healing something right now. You might be like me, healing some shit, cutting some people off. And if that's the case, Spirit's just asking you to be easy on yourself as it goes. You're changing a lot. Rome wasn't built in a day is what I'm hearing. and keep continuing to follow what you feel is right for you moving forward, because that's how you're going to get out of this. Because I see some of you being worried about like, oh, what am I going to do next? How am I going to get through this? The only way out is through, is what I'm hearing. Like, I'm seeing someone just like, how do I word this, Spirit? I'm seeing someone like flip over a desk and be like, that's it, I'm good, I'm done. And realizing that the problems they have are not necessarily of your own doing. I would just say, like, for instance, right? Like if you watch the reading, the not reading, the personal tea time I did, I had to realize I can't save adults. So maybe some of you are going through that too, where you've had to cut off spouses or friends or something like that. It's time to save you is the message. It's time to worry about you. It's not selfish if you're trying to make yourself the best version of you. So I don't know who needed to hear that, but now we are going to move on. All alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, take care of yourself is what I'm hearing. Drink. Who needs? Someone spirit guide said drink water. You know you need it. And frankly, if you won't drink it because it's healthy, drink it because you want your skin to look good in 20 years. How about that? There you go. All right, so let's get into this. Let's get into Usher. I just, y'all know how I feel. Watch all the other readings. I'm going to turn this in. It's already a playlist, so if you look at my playlist, P. Diddy's a playlist. Oh, here we go. Ancient ancestors, angels, please come through. What do we need to know about Usher's involvement? All alleged and for entertainment purposes only, no facts here. Thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. If you want to book a reading, thekarmicdf.com. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I think that's it. Right? I don't freaking know. The website's thekarmicdf.com. All alleged and for entertainment purposes only. And again, thank you to everybody that's been so patient with me during this process. And if you booked a reading in August, you will be hearing from me very soon. Okay. Usher spirit team. Oh! Well, that's a shocking first card. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, fuck. All right. Ugh. I knew I was going to have to humanize him a little bit. I kind of figured. Okay. So one thing I'll say is right now, Usher's pissed. He's pissed. He's pissed. And you know what I'm hearing is the song When We Go Down, Then We Go Down Together. But he's going through the feelings because it's like, exactly what I've been feeling, temple in my body in reverse, right? If we have control over our body, that would be upright. So like I said, remember, he met Usher when he was young. If you've seen the Kevin Hart interview where he was like, yeah, I was just in my underwear with Usher. Like, yeah. Yeah. So one thing that I'll say is, okay, I'm just not going to pussyfoot over shit anymore. I'm done doing that. Usher's angry because it's like, you doing this is fucking me over. You're hurting because his energy feels Stockholmy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel, you know how like, see, I can't relate to this energy, which is why it's kind of hard. I'm gonna have to grab my black obsidian. I don't like this energy, and I'm an Usher, so that's telling you something. It's victim turned villain. It's everything I've been saying. You know how like they're reminding me to the girlfriend trio I used to be in, where it's like, they'd be your best friend, but they would fuck your man. Like, that's kind of the vibe. Yeah, because I'm being drawn to Sophie Hunter. It's a song. Oh my God. I take it very fucking personal. I do not argue, but my good bitch, I don't forget. I hold grudges like my liquor. Usher's pissed. He's a Libra, right? Because this is remind me of swords. He's mad. It's like, you forced me to do this. I got on board with this, and now it's going to fall apart because of you. Yeah, I'm hearing Kelly Clarkson because of you. I can't stay on the side of the sidewalk. I'm really having a hard time empathizing. I'm not going to lie, but I feel like I want to pull a couple clarifiers because right now, the one thing I could tell you is he's pissed. He's pissed about dealing with the internet press with the 4 and 2 reducing to 6. Reminds me of 6 of Swords, internet. I also think that he's trying to figure out a way of how, especially with these full moons and feeling like he's exposed, I think he's trying to think strategically on how to move about this so that he doesn't look like he was complicit. I always get that word wrong when I'm channeling, and then I look back and I'm angry at myself. Compliant? Complacent? Not complacent. I think it's complicit. I don't know. When I rewatch this, I'll know what I'm talking about, and I'm sure you will too. But Queen of Worlds giving me like, I had to take the L to get the bitches. to get what I wanted. I don't know that Usher is necessarily for the men. I do think he prefers women with all the women energy on here. It gives me like this is part of the initiation. Like this is what has to happen. I think that he has numbed himself to what has happened to him. Because I almost feel like allegedly no facts here. I feel like when the diddler, we're just going to call that, uses a child, it almost feels like at a certain age he moves on, finds another one. It's like, it gives me like, it reminds me a lot of the ex that cheated. Once I have you, I'm not interested anymore. Once I have your emotional attention, I want to move on to the next. I feel like Diddy has the grass is greener. Obviously, look, he's crazy. But it's like, even when he does these things to a child, I think Usher feels slighted because it's like, because I'm seeing the baton being passed. I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty sure it's Clive at this point. Clive to Did, then Did to Ush, then Ush grabbing Biebs for Did. You do see what I'm saying? So it's like, he's giving me Jamie Spears energy instead of like blaming, the person that did it. It's just being angry and blaming whoever the fuck I can. But when I tell you this anger, I don't feel any guilt. I don't feel any remorse. I feel more so like you fucked up a good thing is kind of the way I feel the need to talk about this from Usher's perspective, allegedly. This is why I said y'all need to be careful who you fucking support moving forward. And listen, I still love Usher's music, but I'll make sure money don't go to him. Calling in the storm. Look at both cards of all this storm. It's like he's trying to avoid, like I'm seeing someone trying to dodge. Like, you know how like when you're training for boxing and you got that thing above your head and you're going left and right so you can avoid it? That's what Usher's doing right now. It's like I'm trying to find a way to make sure that people don't put the puzzle pieces together, because he's not even worried about the fact that he brought his dog grooming, if you know what I mean. He's more so worried about people realizing that he's not a good guy. And frankly, to suffer in the reverse. It didn't have to go down this way. We had a good thing. Dude, when I tell you Usher is so fucking complicit in this, I'm sorry. Listen, remember how I was saying the passing of a baton? It's like, it's normalized. And so he is a little brainwashed because it's normalized, right? But 7 reminds me of like fate. So it's like we pass the baton. It's an evil apple. We all know it's She Belongs to the Game is playing on repeat in my head. Usher doesn't feel bad. I think in his defense, the little bit of defense that I'll give him, I think given the awful circumstances that he had to survive, he probably went really cold. He probably disconnected from his heart in order to survive. But again, you could have done something. You know what I mean? You didn't have to pass the baton knowing what happened to you. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard for me to... Yeah, regrets in reverse, y'all. Come on. This feels to me like someone who's already Stockholmed that's angry that the shit's falling apart. This always reminds me of swords, 10 of swords specifically. So 10 of swords reverse, self-sabotage. I did this to myself. 5 is reverse, which reminds me of change. I don't want the change. Usher's not happy. But it doesn't feel like I'm not happy because of what happened to me or none of that. It feels like we had a good thing going and now it's all falling apart. That's how I feel in Usher's energy. Why is Bride in the Cage in the back? Yeah, he lost his heart a long time ago. I'm going to be real with y'all. He lost his way a real long time ago. I think in order to survive, so I will give him that. In order to survive, he had to cut off from his heart. That being said, look at that dark... I can't think. Horse. This is why I'm going to ease myself back into personal readings. I don't want to fumble my words, but yeah, it's an illusion. He's an illusion. He got initiated and he turned dark. I will give him that. When you're a kid, you have to, but I just, like, I'm trying to empathize with him and but when I touch into his energy, it feels like the part of him, it almost feels, yeah, you know what I'm hearing? Thank you, Spirit. Kanye West, how could you be so heartless? That's what I'm hearing. Because he liked the part of trapping women. Bride in a Cage being the last card. And 2 and 1 is 3, which reminds me of 3 of Pentacles. So it's my work. So see, you're fucking up a good thing. What about, we just lost all the girls is what I heard. Now what? Usher's mad because it's falling apart. I don't think he's ever accepted what's happened to him. I think in order to survive, he cut off from his heart, which makes sense. But when I tell you that colorless angel is who he is today, no empathy. Now, whether you want to argue semantics about, what happens to someone who's harmed, allegedly, it feels like he just kept passing the baton. You know what I keep hearing? And I've been hearing this for a long time, and I've been avoiding saying it. Jeffrey Epps, this feels like his Maxwell. I didn't want to say it, but it feels like it. I feel like Usher was the perfect patsy. I feel like he loved the idea of the women. I feel like he was willing to I think he got used to it, which is fucked up. But I just think he got used to it. And then, like I said, I feel like once Diddy conquers somebody, depending on who it is, it seems like the boys, like Usher and Biebs, it feels like once he conquers you, he's not really all that interested anymore. He likes the challenge. He likes the fear. He likes terrifying people. Usher became okay with what was going on. And so it's like, well, that's not fun anymore. So I think Usher also felt Stockholmed, but then slighted by Diddy, because it's like, you know how all of you, I'm sure, have watched a crime show. You know the episodes where someone gets Stockholmed and then they fall in love with the person they're Stockholmed to? That's the energy this feels to me. It's like, in order to survive, I had to learn to like you, and then somewhere along the way, I really did end up liking you. So I do feel that Usher likes Diddy. I think he sees him as some weird father figure. It's fucking bizarre. It's like, but I keep hearing like Bonnie and Clyde. So at the same time, it's like, I thought we were besties. I thought we were pals. I thought we were in this together. I feel like Usher had more to do with this than, I don't know that we're going to find out. I'm still hung up on that because there's so much flipping going on. But let's take a look at the tarot. Honestly, I think Usher's one of the bad guys. I'm not going to lie. All legend and for entertainment purposes only. I think he lost his heart a long time ago, and he's just passing the fucked up baton. But we'll get into the cards and check it out. All right, besties. So we are going to get into the cards. All legend and for entertainment purposes only. Thank you to everybody. This is through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm still going to listen to his music. I'm going to make sure that money doesn't go to him. But, if you guys ever find any covers, let me know, because I don't want to listen to these fucking weirdos. But let's be honest. Usher has a bunch of bangers. I have at least 10 songs of his on my phone. So I think we need to also acknowledge that two things can be true at the same time, because we do have a very polarized society right now, right? Like, for instance, R. Kelly's a horrible person. I Believe I Can Fly is a fucking banger, though. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not going to feel bad because I still like the music. Just make sure money doesn't go to these fuckers. That's all. You know what I mean? But we're finally going to give the floor anything we can know about what we need to know. All alleged. And I'm afraid to touch this one. Like, I already feel like this is going to be, I feel like I'm going to need a shower after this one, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be bad. But anyway, all alleged, no facts here. All right, Usher, your time's up. Well, you don't say. Grief, okay. Well, he's definitely afraid he's going to get exposed and lose his money. That's cool. That's what you're worried about? Okay. Okay. Yeah. He's making deals in the background too. He's one of many. Y'all, we can do a whole series on this. Yep. You know what's weird? It's like he has this Bonnie and Clyde is the energy I cannot get out of my head. He has an allegiance to Dids. He really does. But now it's like, because you're falling from grace, I need to remove ties. He's moving money in the background so that y'all don't see how connected they really are. There's some, look at this, money. Why am I, if he was really still a victim, why is he worried about money? This man is too far gone. Usher's not a good person anymore. Sorry, I said what I said, allegedly, per my opinion, no facts here. But he's scrambling to make sure he doesn't lose everything that he has. Because this Five of Cups is reminding me again of underground, right? This reminds me of Diddy's home. Again, underground. The money I made underground. And he's afraid that he's going to be outed as a boogeyman too. Four of Swords. But on this card, there's a boogeyman. Who is it going after? A female. I feel that he was like, you gotta do a little freak, what they're calling it, so I don't get in trouble, so that you could get what you want in the end, which for Usher was women. And, using and having sex with women, allegedly. No facts here. That being said, if anybody cares, I don't think Usher swings. If he does, he must be numb and drugged up when he's doing it, because in his energy, it's like, I'm doing this for the women. I'm doing this to bag the bitches, but it ain't bitches that are wanting it, because this is, again, giving me underground system, allegedly. But anyway, Ace of Pentacles reverse gives me back end deal. It's giving me like, they're reminding me of like crime shows where it's like we have a front, but in the back, this is where we do our real business. You know, like the poker games in the back. It's giving me that. This is Diddy, obviously. And because of the fact that he's coming up as a she, again, is giving me this mothering energy. So, you know, being a human and zooming out, the fact that he sees Diddy as this mothering energy does mean that he is groom. Groom, 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 everybody say, well, I'm trying not to get to my side. You know what I mean? But right now he's making moves on the end so that y'all don't look at him. This would be like, I feel him pushing down news articles. I feel him paying off people don't talk about me when it comes to this. Has he really spoken up about this? Because I wouldn't be shocked if he hasn't, because he's trying to cut as many ties as he can. But when I tell you that he sees Diddy as a queen of cups, this man's Stockholmed. He is Stockholmed. Because it almost feels like, you know what this feels like to me? It's so fucking weird. I feel like, and this is where the trauma comes in, right? I almost feel like I'm about 14 to 16 and my mom just left me in the house, no food, and I don't know what to do. Like, that's the vibe I feel in Usher's energy. It's like, my mommy left me, now what do I do? Oh, fuck, I'm fucked. Like, that's really the vibe. And it's just so delulu. This energy is just so, I never read for a Stockholm turned villain. Like, okay. Is he trying to focus on his work so that it looks like he's not interested in what's going on? Like, oh, I'm just too busy. Is he like touring right now or something? What is Usher doing? Because this feels to me like if I look like I'm unbothered and focus on my work, they won't know I was a part of it. Because I'm being drawn to how she's in the middle of this weird ritual thing. I don't know if they actually went that far, but the more I tap into this, the weirder this shit gets. But with the moon reverse, it's like, shit, things are getting exposed. I got to pretend, like, look how she's looking away and focused on work. See how she's, like, focused on the Eight of Pentacles? But Eight of Pentacles in this card comes from a woman. So, do we know? I wonder if they're going to look into it. They probably have, but I keep hearing immunity, so I almost wonder if he's going to get off, which is why I feel so called to pull cards on him. Because there's something here about his work finances also lining up with Diddler's house. There's something about his money going towards the... Because look at how she looks like she's trapped. Look at this. She's got little thingies on her wrists. I've never noticed that on this card until now. I feel like Usher was okay with... Well, not in the beginning, obviously, right? But at some point, he got comfortable with the initiation because it got him the girls. For the internet sleuths, I don't know how far they're going to, I don't know if they're going to give us any of this. That's the problem, because of how many people are flipping and sealing their shit so that they can bring down bigger people. I don't know that we're going to find out about Ush. But that being said, his finances are somehow linked to what's going on with women. Because I keep being drawn right back to Bride in a Cage. And listen, you saw the card. The very last card was Bride in a Cage. With Colorless Angel. Whoever Usher was, he ain't no more. Yeah, he's afraid of his... Look at this. This is like someone with a lot of money. Hermit. I've been ousted from how I've been making it. Again, this reminds me of like Underground. And then Ace of Cups is like, oh, I'm going to have to do something different now. This almost... Oh my God, this is starting to piss me off. I'm not going to lie. Ooh, the Delulu. I mean, his brain's probably broken because I am seeing the card fragmentation in my mind's eye. But the Ace of Cups is really giving me, like, how am I going to get bitches now? Like, this is so... oh my God. What is wrong with these people? Like, it's just, like, I can't get comfortable in this energy, first of all. It's gross. But it's like what I did for fame. There's so many of them. Bro, I feel like I should just watch all of Jaguar's interviews, write everybody down, and then just pull cards on everything because she's on to them. Because I'm being drawn to one of her recent interviews with Real Life Productions, whatever that channel's called, where she was like, where they're like, who do you think should get charged? Blah, blah, and she names a bunch of people we've already covered. And then she goes, Usher, blah, blah, you know. When I tell you she ain't wrong, because that money, there's something about his money. It's not just tours and stuff like that, though. Obviously, he made a good amount. He's a fucking superstar. But something about his money going to places it shouldn't be. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh. Shut up. Oh my God. Allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, no facts here. I think I might have just figured out why we might not find out about this. He flipped on Jay. Allegedly. No facts here. Jay's a Sag, the star card, exposing of a superstar. King of Swords. That's Ush. In reverse. With that chess game, I'm thinking strategically. He ratted out on Jay. That could be part of the reason we might not find out what happened. I don't think we're going to find out the level of Usher's involvement. I don't know. It's really hard to tell right now because everybody's got a lot of tea on bigger fish. And yeah, my throat's starting to go. I just see them being like, I mean, and I get it, right? Like he was, you know, Diddy took him to Petco to get a nice grooming for his coat. You see what I'm saying? But he flipped on Jay. He's got shit on Jay. I know where your... Why did I just... First of all, I just heard, I know where your bodies are buried. That could be metaphorical. It could be metaphorical. But I just heard, I know where your bodies are buried. And then I think there might be a... I'm going to whisper this. I'm going to do this. This is hard. Allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, I do believe that there are videos of Usher as a child that the three-letter alphabet people have. And so I do believe that at one point, Jay was with Usher while underage. I'm seeing the video. And I think that's part of why they're letting Usher get away with a lesser. I almost wonder if he's going to get probation or something. Because they have videos of Usher being under 18, if you know what I mean. Okay, anyway. It's just every time I do that, it reminds me of the Whisper song. Girl, let me whisper in your ear. Those are the only words I remember. I gotta make light of this or else I'm just gonna like, what? But, you know what I mean? He goes, okay, Usher again. Burden not worth having. Ignoring my intuition, okay. Ignoring your intuition about what? Spirit team, what is he ignoring his intuition about? Oh, he's flipping on everybody because he doesn't want to take accountability for his role to play. It's like, I'm not going down. No. So I'll hang out everybody else. You did this to me when I was 16. You did this to me when I was 18. This is so messy. This is so messy. I don't know how much they're going to tell us because every time I go into these readings, I'm like, Spirit, like, are we going to find out about this? And I get drawn right back to like, when your parents have to sit you down when you're 10 to tell you that your grandma died and they give you the version of like, she went to rainbow heaven instead of being like, bro, you're never going to see her again. She had a heart attack. Like, that's what it was. Like, it feels like everybody is getting, we're going to get a lesser version of what was actually going down. I do feel that. I don't know that Usher is going to go down. I really don't because I feel like the problem is Diddy kept videos of everything. And I've been saying that. I said that before they did the raid. There are so many videos of underage people being, and Usher's one of them. So I just keep hearing immunity. I don't know if he's getting immunity. I don't know if he's going to get immunity. But there's too much dirt on what has happened to him. I also think that he would be willing to throw Jay-Z out on the line, like social media wise or in the news, to get the stench off of him. Because this is giving me like being on a podcast and saying like, oh yeah, you should know what Jay-Z did. It's giving me like, you know that saying when you point the finger, 3 point back at you? I would keep an eye out for what Usher's saying because he's leaving a lot out if he does. But right now, I notice how both of these are reversed. So he's trying like hell so that y'all don't look at him. That's one thing I'll say. He does not want, it's like you before me. I'll take everyone down before y'all look at me. I think he was very, very happy eventually. I mean, I think he's, a colorless angel speaks for itself. He lost his empathy a long time ago. I don't think he has empathy. In fact, in his energy, it feels kind of narcissistic. If I'm going to be honest, it's like, I got hurt. It's the name of the game. So do you. Like, did he ever even give a fuck about Biebs? Because I think by the time he reached Biebs, he didn't have any heart left. If I'm going to be honest. And that's sad, right? Like, let's not pretend that that's not sad. But, you know, I have plenty of stories that could have made me a villain, you know? Ego, success. Women, I'm telling you. See, so here's my thing. Again, I don't know how much of this shit's going to come out. My problem is, it seems like Usher's choice in all of this tomfuckery is of age women. I will say that. But that being said, when I say that, I keep being drawn to Bride in a Cage. So I think his choice was like, you know, women that thought, you know, if I party, I'll get famous. But then also women that, you know, because I'm being drawn to that video where Jaguar Wright says they'll put stuff in the drink and then you literally will have memory loss. I feel like there's women that have been with Usher and don't even know what exactly happened. Because this is so gruesome, but I gotta say it because spirit will put me in the energy. All of a sudden, my yoni just started to hurt for no reason. I'm like, why the fuck? And if you don't, my vajayjay, okay? And I was like, what the fuck? And then spirit goes, exactly. And then I was like, oh. So, and then this reminds me of SVU, right? So his fame came at the expense of women. Strong women, too. I wonder if he had, like, F-offs with, like, big names. Is there any rumor that he slept with Beyonce? Maybe that's why he's going after Jay, because this is reminding me of Beyonce, too. Why do I feel like he might have slept with Beyonce at some point? I just heard passed around. Y'all, I'll do a reading on Beyonce at some point, but I feel like I need to really be on my main, like, good energy for that, because either she is Stockholmed or she practiced witchcraft so well that there's a cloak over it and I can't get through. I don't know. We'll look into it. Let me know if you want one in the comments. I know you do. You guys have been bugging me forever for it, but these energies are just fucking gross. Yeah, it's like you need to wonder why he's won all of these fucking awards. Yeah. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment at the expense of others. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. When I tell you he's a victim turned villain, he is a victim turned villain. Which is why it's just real hard for me to have empathy for him. Because it's like, here's the key. You could come in. I keep going back and forth because I'm like, in his defense, like, this was normal. He doesn't know any better. He didn't know any better. But I feel like if you have any bit of a moral compass, when someone says no, your intuition kind of goes, hey, don't do that. You know what I mean? So, and then this is just kind of reminding me of, like, all the trophies he's won. For some reason. So I would question, would he have gotten that far if he wasn't besties with Diddy? Because this is reversed. And it just reminded me of, like, VMAs and all the... I feel like Spirit's trying to get me also to make you think about why certain people that you think should have won awards never did. Because I don't think the award show and who wins has anything to do with us voting or who's actually better. It has something to do with this weird fucking club. You're not going to win just because you're great. That's for sure. No. I would ask you to ask why Usher and not other people. Why Usher so many times and not other people? He's in the club. Because this is also reminding me of how Diddy got, like, a key to the city. This is so much deeper and fucked up than... Honestly, tapping into this, I hope they don't tell us everything. Because there's going to be people on this world that won't be able to handle it. Because what I'm seeing is, like, an underground system. And all of your favorites are involved to some capacity. Some people knew what was going on, and there are people like Jaguar Wright, Cat Williams that have been flipping out and been, like, B-listed from the entertainment industry. But when I tell you Usher feels like one of the people that was just like, meh. Like, I'm in his energy, and I'm like, meh. It happens. This is just what happens. What's the problem? Like, I just feel the need. Like, I'm in Usher's energy. I'm like, this is the name of the game. What's the problem? Like, it happened to me. It sucked. It is what it is. But you know, I got super famous, so that's cool. And I get to bag bitches that even if they don't want me, I still get to bag them. So what's the problem? Like I the card fragmentation keeps popping up in my mind's eye. So I don't know if he's got MPD or something, but he's not fully there. I think he got shattered a long time ago because of what happened, allegedly, in the beginning of his career. But now when I tell you that he loves his fame because of the women that it brings, whether he has to abuse that power or not, this is a bad guy. Sorry. Per my opinion. Zero facts here. Okay. I was waiting for that. You son of a bitch. I knew it! Oh, I knew it! I've been saying this in all of the readings. Check out my Justin Bieber deep dive. I'll try to link some, but if not, there's a whole P. Diddy playlist I got, and I'm pretty sure that one's in there. Yes, he is the one that brought Bieber in. He's the one. You know what I'm seeing is like, you know the movies where there's a husband and a wife in like a pickup truck and someone's like walking on the side of the road and they need help and their intuition's going off not to get in the truck, but because there's a woman there too, it's like, oh, okay. Like I feel safe because the woman's there. Usher would be the woman for Dids. I can't get Jeffrey and Maxwell out of my head. I really feel like Usher was a Maxwell. Was a Bonnie and Clyde. Because this is like thinking with your dick, right? And this is for the club. But we don't know about it. It's upside down. And then this is Beeb. I feel like he got initiated into being the next person to help bring in people. Did Usher find Beeb? Because this feels like I'm scouting for new people. But to trap. I almost wonder, because I'm being drawn back to Jamie Lynn Spears. I almost wonder if Usher was tired of getting, to be completely fucking honest, and so he wanted to find someone to take his place. So that oh God, we're just gonna go there. I'm getting a vibe of, remember how I was saying it feels like Diddy outgrows people? I'm trying to be very careful here. I almost wonder if Diddy was like, you know, I'm outgrowing you. You need to find someone else. Like, that's kind of the fucking vibe. I don't know if it's literal or if Usher intuitively felt it or if Usher knew if he found someone else, he wouldn't have to deal with that anymore. I don't know. But it's almost like, you know how, this is how they're showing it to me. You know how like you get a new bank account and they're like, refer a friend and you'll get $500. And you're like, ooh, I really want that $500. So you try really hard to refer a friend. Usher would be the one that really wants the $500, so he referred a friend, knowing damn well what that $500 was really about. I feel like Usher turned into, yeah. Oh, okay. Jesus fuck. All right. Clive has a really big part to play in this. I don't know how this is going to work because the moment I say that, I'm being drawn to the gun. And remember, I told you, I'm seeing there's quite a few people that want, you know, Jeffrey Epton, you know what I'm saying? For Did's House of Cards to fall before the voice comes out, before everybody finds out. So there's a couple of messages going on. Spirit, hold on. One at a time, please. There's more than one, but Clive is definitely one of the ringleaders, for sure. For sure. I could feel it. But there's also something here about, like, again, with that passing of a fucking weird baton, it's almost like I almost wonder if, like, Clive was in cahoots with Diddy. It almost feels like a management thing. It's so weird. I don't know how to explain. Spirit, help me explain this energy because it's so weird. Okay, you know how you have like a district manager and then the store manager and then the supervisor and then the cashiers? It's almost like DM Clive, store manager Did, number one supervisor Usher. And now we're trying to get a whole bunch of people to fill our store. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that's the energy here. So I do think that Usher was in cahoots with Clive. Is there any pictures of them together? Because it's giving me if you can't beat them, join them. Like, that's the vibe here. But I do also feel that Usher's scared because Clive is scared that everybody's going to flip on him, which he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I think that they've had words, if I'm being honest with you. I think Clive and Ush have had words because Page of Swords reverse is reminding me, like, keep your mouth shut. Don't be saying that shit on the internet because then you're going to have to worry about something. Look at how she's running. 9 of Wands. Right after that's the 10 of Wands. You're a burden. So I do feel that Clive might have already had a conversation with Usher about watching your mouth. I'm going to be honest. Also, Jay. This is bringing me to Jay, too. There's a lot of people in the background going, shut the fuck up. Yeah, what is that song? Jesse Reyes. Might throw it in your face just to get you to shut up. Might throw it in your face just to get you to shut up. They all got receipts on each other. That's the fucking problem. That's why this shit's going to take so long. Everybody's flipping. This is like high stakes Uno. That's the vibe. Clive is after him. Jay-Z's had words with him. When I tell you everybody's just fucking... No one has real friends in this industry, bro. Like, that's one thing I'll tell you. Whew. Yeah, this is like putting your dick where it doesn't belong. This is also Kim Porter. Oh, the book. Yeah. Everybody's also freaking out because now the book is finally came. Because what I'm seeing is, I thought we had this handled. Like, I'm being drawn back to my reading when I told you there was 3 books. I felt it. She had a contingency plan. There was 3. Look at that. 3. Queen of Wands. That's Kim Porter. They're also worried because her book. I think, are they already going with the fact that it's not proven true, not proven to be from her? Because that's kind of the vibe it feels like they're going to try to go down. Like, that's not a real book. It's not really from her. But when I tell you that book is given, does that book bring up Usher? Because I know she brings up young men. Because I just see people running like, Usher, you better shut your fucking mouth. You're in on it too. You're part of this. This sucks. I'm still going to listen to his music. I'm not going to lie to you. But I will make sure no money goes to him. Because he really does have bangers. But there's something here about that Kim Porter book coming out that I predicted, that everybody said wasn't real, that Google said wasn't real, that y'all had to wait a year or however long I put that damn video out. I told y'all. Sloan Bella told y'all. We all been telling y'all. It's just, listen, it's kind of frustrating to be a psychic these days because you get called crazy and then 6 months later Google says what you already said and then you're like, hello? Why did you need Google to tell you when their CEO's stepping down? And I told you to watch who's secretly moving away. Your CEOs, all these people stepping down? Why do you think they're disappearing? Yeah, Tower card, exactly. The Kim Porter book, everything coming out. Everybody's moving house. Everybody's cutting shit up. Ask yourself who's trying to stay out of the public eye. Ask yourself who's too loud, too. Ask yourself why people were real quiet and now they're on podcasts everywhere going, oh, yeah, I've been knowing. Because I just keep being drawn to people that are like, I was his bodyguard. I was this, I was that. But I feel like they were a little more, I think it's complicit. Every time I do this video, I remember the word after the fact. I'm so annoyed. 3 of Wands, other people, relationship. Yeah. The book is definitely another point of contention. I think they're going to try to argue that the book's not real. But when I tell you there's been 3 books, I told y'all this. You could fact check me. Go watch the Kim Porter reading I did. She outed relationships in that book, I'm going to assume. I put it on my wish list. But I haven't had the time to buy nor read it. I might. If you guys want to, no pressure. You don't have to at all. But I just don't really have the time right now. What was that? I don't know what the book says. Did she out people? Because there's something here about her book where it's like, this is gonna fall. So now we're just doing our due diligence to make the least amount of damage possible. Yep, about the sex parties. Remember how I kept saying, especially in this deck, the 5 of Wands, the people that are competing, they look exactly the same. There's just, yeah. This is more of just, it's just going back to everybody freaking out right now, especially with that Kim Porter book. That's making a lot of people stressed out. I know we'll do the Kardashian reading. I just need to know what you guys want me to look into. But for some reason, the Kardashians are now coming up because they're afraid too. And I'm being drawn to Corey Gamble. Corey Campbell's one of them. Or whatever the fuck his name is. He's one of the people that act the same. He's in on it. What's up with Chris's money? Kris Jenner, what's up with her money? Are they doing weird shit to make more money? What's going on with because I see this being like, is she pushing her daughters to do new, like, random shit, like new commercials, new makeup deals, something? Because it's like, there's something about money ties with the Kardashians specifically that has to do with these parties that would connect them. I don't know why that's coming out. Maybe because that's what y'all voted for and it did win. Yeah, the Kardashians are 100% involved in this, allegedly. No facts here. And the mother's worried. So she's trying to make her kids make more money so that because it's almost like look here so you don't look there. So it's giving me the vibe of like, again, is there this almost feels like another like offshore Cayman Island type vibe. Like, I had money going into this party too. I need to make more money so that you don't notice that money. It's almost like look here, don't look there. There's something with the Kardashians. I don't know how that plays out. We'd have to do a reading on it separately, but there's something there. And again, going back to Usher, he's afraid that it's going to be outed that he was one of them. I don't feel remorse in his energy at all. I'm going to be honest. Oh, shit. Okay. You talk and you die. Holy shit. One thing I'll tell you, Usher's been threatened. I think he's been threatened by the same people he wants to flip on. This is a mess, bro. I keep being drawn to Jay and Clive specifically. Yep. Yep. Oh, Usher's getting death threats. If you tell them what I did. Because remember how I was saying I feel like there's videos of when he was younger having those things happen to him too? You talk and you're gone. You're one of us. You know that you're one of us. Usher's stressed the fuck out. Because the Magician reverse is about keeping your mouth shut. Because Magician upright, communication. It's bringing things into fruition. But Seven of Swords, watch your back. You talk. That's the death card. Usher's getting death threats. Damn. Fuck it. Pull more. Why not? Happy Monday. Internet, yeah. Play a good face. We're fine. Everything's fine. You weren't involved. We weren't involved. You weren't hurt. Nobody was hurt. Everybody keep your mouth shut. You're fine. All the while, you were all part of it. And this also reminded me of Pinocchio when he lies and the nose grows. Usher's one of them. I mean, I really do need to acknowledge that because I have to. I have to play both sides. I have to. Would he have been like this had he not have had that happen to him so young? Like, I do have to say that. I got to be human about it. But that being said, at what point are you going to take accountability for your actions? He's complicit. You know what? Hold up. Okay, I had to ask Alexa because it was driving me nuts. Complicit. I was close, I think. Yeah, you better hold on. Hear no evil, see no... When I tell you he's definitely going to throw people to the wolves if he has to, I feel like he wants to flip on Jay and Bay. Because this is reminding me of the justice scale and what's fair is fair with the Six of Pentacles. And the rat is also, again, reminding me of the underground shit. Maybe Beyonce really is involved and I'm just not picking up on it. Because if she's a witch, she could cloak herself. Because this is remind me of the way y'all talk about the conspiracy stuff. I don't know. I think she's just... We'll look into it. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. But Usher's talking to the feds. He is. But it's... The moment I said that... Look at how my throat's going. First of all, the moment I said that, my throat starts to go. But then on top of that, the moment I say that, I'm being drawn to, like, you know, the crime shows on Netflix where it's like they're interviewing the suspect and they got their arms across and they're like, I don't want to say nothing. Like, I feel like Usher's not exactly... It's kind of giving me what's in it for me. Like, how does this benefit me? Because if it benefits me, then I'll do it. But if not, I won't. Like, I think he's in cahoots trying to figure out how to get out unscathed is kind of the vibe. So he's definitely willing to throw Jay and Bay to the wolves. But his fear is there's quite a few people gunning for him with that death card. You speak, communication, magician. We're right behind you. Well, no. Usher's in danger. That's one thing I'll say. He's in danger. Yeah, what does that say? Oh, I just missed it. What is it? Oh, it went viral. It's like, you in danger, girl. Something like that. Yeah. We're just going to pull more cards because this is very interesting. Vulnerability. Issues with the details. Page of Pentacles. Is he touring or something? Because this is giving me, like, distract you so that you don't realize what, like, it wouldn't even shock me if he dropped a new album or if he, did he recently drop a new album? Because this is almost like, look here so you don't look there. Is he on tour right now? Is he gonna be on tour? Because this is giving me like, no, I'm the same guy you always loved. See, I got a new album out. Everything's copacetic. But issues with the details, Five of Swords in reverse. I'm pretending to be vulnerable so that I don't have to fight for myself. And again, I'm being drawn right back to women in dungeons. Somewhere along the roads, Usher. Yeah, because I'm hearing Beyonce, the song You Won't Break My Soul, but then I just saw a heartbreak in front of me. I think Usher lost whoever he was a long time ago. Let's wrap this shit up. Oh, there we go. Perfect. That's so weird. He has a weird allegiance to Diddy. It's weird. He'd throw him out to the wolves, for sure, with that Seven of Pentacles. He'd still throw him out to the wolves. But if he hated Diddy, that should have been in reverse. I think he's more mad that we have to walk away from everything we've built. That's what this feels like. Usher's not a good guy, y'all. I'm sorry. And I'm still going to listen to his music. But, you know, don't go to his concerts because you don't know what he's done, you know? Don't buy his music. Because I think he might, it still feels very up in the air because when I talk about it, I see the Two of Pentacles in my mind's eye. He's making moves, but when I tell you he's one of the bad ones, allegedly no facts here, no facts whatsoever. Let's just be abundantly clear here. I am clearly a crazy lady that talks to dead people. I am clearly not accurate in any of this. It just so happens that my readings have been right. I Delulu over here, clearly. Nothing accurate. But that being said, that Eight of Cups in reverse, it's almost like I don't want to let go of what we've created, what we've built. This is disgusting. What's the back deck? Oh, Jesus Christ. He's trying to make an escape plan too. Bro, shut up. They're all, fuck all of y'all, bro. Now I understand why Jaguar Wright and Kat and all of them are so damn pissed. Because they're all making moves. Two of Pentacles. Because we look one and the same. I love that this deck, they look like twins. We're one and the same. It's just who's going to go down harder. And with that Three of Swords, I'll get you before you get me. And the Chariot card, I got an escape plan. Is he going to run, Spirit? No, this feels like more like, I feel like that's an option, but that feels like last case scenario. This feels more like hanging people out to dry and making moves so that I can escape unscathed, so that no one looks at me. That's the vibe. It's like throwing the bigger guys, like I've said in all these prior readings. Say you were a mobster, right? And you got a body count of like 1,000. You call one guy and he has a body count of 1. Usher's banking on the fact that he's not as bad as the worst people, that he can get out of this unscathed if he flips on them. Three of Swords in reverse. I'll cause your heartbreak before you cause mine so that I get out unscathed. That's Usher's goal right now. So yeah, thekarmicdf.com for a private reading. If you're waiting on a reading, I'm going to get started on early August readings very soon. So just keep an eye out on your email. But oh my God, what the fuck? On behalf of all of us here as normal human beings, what the fuck? I don't even know what to say because like it's Usher, dude. Like I grew up with this guy. Yeah, look at this. Three of Pentacles. It's like he got, it's like 1 minute I was the victim, but then it became fun and playful and I enjoyed it because it's like you lose yourself. Look at 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, family. 8 of Wands. It's like, this is my family. It's falling apart. This man is Stockholmed. He's super Stockholmed. Whoever he was, he's not that anymore. It reminds me so much of how Jamie Lynn Spears got real cold and angry. That's Usher. I would say that he could be either like a narcissist. I don't know what I'm allowed to say anymore. I don't fucking know. I don't care. But he's not a good person. Why am I being drawn to his song? Da, 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 da. I'm so caught up, got me feeling it, caught up. Don't know what it is, but it seems she got me twisted. Because he's about the women. That's why. He wants to get laid. That's what it is. It's almost like, oh, this is so gross. But it's almost like, yeah, unfortunately, you have to get, you know, go to Petco, get your dog a nice grooming first before it's allowed to play in Petco. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like an initiation. He took the initiation. He cut off from his heart to survive. And then he became a bad guy like everyone else. This is a perfect example of how if you don't heal your trauma, you become the villain. So I'm going to leave it here, besties. I don't know how you feel. I don't love this, but, you know, yeah. Don't forget to check out the community polls so that you guys can vote on the future videos. And also let me know what you guys want me to look into when it comes to the Kardashians, because y'all, I didn't even know that they were involved in this. I didn't think they were, first of all, I've never found them to be important, but I didn't know they were in cahoots with Diddy. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this reading. Let me know if you guys want me to continue doing a series, because I want to fucking read them all, because I have a feeling a lot of them are going to get out unscathed. And if you knew what they did, you would not support them. So I have no problem ratting them out. Don't. So I'm going to leave it here, besties. Love you guys so much. Thank you again, as always, for being so supportive during my time of grieving. I really, truly appreciate all of you. Subscribe if you haven't already so that you can find out before the news tells us, if they even tell us all of this. But I'm going to leave it here, besties. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what you guys want to see in the series so that I know. Let me know your opinion on this. I find it funny that as I'm about to wrap this up, I keep being drawn to the snake in this cup. Usher's a snake. I said what I said. And look at this. Justice card's reversed right next to it. I don't think they're going to get him because they got bigger fish to fry, which is why I felt compelled to do this reading. I feel like he's flipping on bigger fish. I don't think we'll find out. As of right now, I don't think we're going to find out. That being said, I do feel that people like Jaguar is not going to let it go. So you might have to hear it from other people's mouth. I don't know that we're going to get justice when it comes to Usher. Unless, okay, I just heard something else. Unless, let's say a couple years down the road, Bieber feels like actually talking about it. Because I feel like Bieber could be a lot of people's fall from grace. Listen, keep praying for Bieber. Please keep praying for Bieber, regardless of how you feel about him. I feel like there's a lot of videos of a lot of things that have happened to him in particular from a lot of different people. Because I'm hearing horrible things. I'm hearing ran through. I'm hearing train. And I do feel that Usher was one of them. Per my opinion. No facts here. And imagine that, yeah, because I'm hearing oh my God, another fucking R. Kelly, I'm pretty sure. Being a made it, I'm the world's greatest. These people just, they're heart. Yeah, right back to how could you be so heartless? Yeah, these people are awful. I'm going to leave it here and get out of this energy. Let me know how you guys felt about this video. Love you to my besties. Love you to my regulars. And love you to anyone who needs to hear it today. If you haven't heard it already, I'm proud of you. You're doing a good job. This world is a hot mess and you woke up today. That's amazing. I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you do. All right? But I'm going to leave it here, besties. See you guys next time.